Good morning, dear students. Today in this class, we are going to have discussion on the regression equations. So in this regression equation, the third situation we'll have to come across regarding the problems when the standard deviation values are given. So in the first situation, we studied the deviations are going to be taken with the help of actual mean. In the second situations, when the deviations are going to be taken with the help of assumed mean values, here we are not going to have the deviations, but when standard deviation values are given, how to frame the regression equations are going to study here. So in this question, they already the values are given, that is in x and y series. The mean value of x is 18, the mean value of y is 100, and standard deviation value of x is 14, standard deviation value of y is 20. Correlation coefficient value is, it is nothing but r value they have given, that is 0.8. We need to find the probable value of f y if x is 70. When x value is 70, what is the value of y? As well as when the y value is 90, what is the value of x has to be studied. So only in the case we know that the regression equations x on y, that is x minus x bar equals dxy into y minus y bar. That is one equation, and the second form of equation is y on x is nothing but y minus y bar in equals dyx into x minus x bar. Only in the case of regression coefficients, the value is going to be differ here. So how the values can be written here means, in case of bxy, the regression coefficient is nothing but r into standard deviation x divided by standard deviation y. For the case of y on x, the regression coefficient, that is byx, is nothing but r into standard deviation y divided by standard deviation x. See, in the question itself, they have given the value of x bar is 18, y bar is 100, then standard deviation x is 14, standard deviation y is 20, r value, that is correlation coefficient, is given 0.8. Let us will go for the first equation, that is x on y. X minus x bar equals dxy into y minus y bar. So it is nothing but x minus x bar, because the regression coefficients has to be considered with the standard deviation value. So we should write like this: r into standard deviation x by standard deviation y into y minus y bar. X minus x mean is 18 equals r is nothing but correlation coefficient given in the question 0.8, standard deviation x is 14 divided by standard deviation y is 20 into y minus 100. So now we'll have to simplify the values by removing the brackets. X minus 18 equals 0.8 into 14 divided by 20, or 14 by 20 into 0.8, the value is 0.56. The overall value of r into standard deviation x by standard deviation y, it is 0.56 into y minus 100. So right side also will remove the brackets here. X minus 18 equals 0.56y is nothing but 0.56y. So plus into minus is minus 0.56 into 100 is 56. Now we'll have to calculate the equation. X equals, so we'll shift this minus 18 to the right side, it will become plus 18. So x equals 0.56y minus 56, this minus 18 become plus 18. Now we'll substitute the values, minus 56 and 18 is nothing but minus 38. So it is minus value, the value here, the y value given 0.56y. So x equals 0.56y, or 0.56y minus 38, or you can write minus 38 plus 0.56y. So we have to go for predicting the value of y. Value of y equals 90. What is the value of x? We have to substitute in the first equation. When we are going to calculate the value of x here, x equals, the equation is minus 38 plus 0.56 into the substitute the value 90. Then we'll have to multiply. For the next step, x equals minus 38.56 into 90 is plus 50.4. Therefore, the value of x is 12.4. So this is how we need to calculate when the standard deviation values are given. Let us will go for the second equation, that is y on x. Y on x is nothing but y minus y bar equals dyx into dyx into x minus x bar. So y minus y bar equals r into, see, in case of first equation, numerator will be standard deviation of x, but in case of second equation, y on x, the standard deviation will be, the numerator will be standard deviation y divided by standard deviation x. r into standard deviation y by standard deviation x into x minus x bar. So substitute the values in the form of equation. Y minus 100 equals r value is nothing but 0.8. The numerator value standard deviation y is 20 divided by standard deviation x is 14 into x minus 18. Now we'll open the brackets both left and right side. Y minus 100 equals, so multiply 20 by 14 into 0.8 is nothing but 1.143 into x minus 18. Therefore, y minus 100 equals, multiply with the numbers, plus into plus is plus 1.143 into x will become 1.143x. 1.143 into 18 will be, so plus into minus is minus 1.143 into 18 is 20.574. Now we'll have to shift the numbers, that is minus 100 to the right side, it will become plus 100. Therefore y equals 1.143 3x minus 20.574 plus 100. Therefore, y equals, simplify the values, 100 minus 20.574 is nothing but 79.426 plus the values which are there with variables, that is 1.143x. So here also they have given the value of x equals 70. You need to calculate the value of y. Therefore, y equals, write down the equation, second one, 79.426 plus 1.143, in place of x substitute 70. Therefore, y equals 70.426 plus 80.01, that is nothing but 159.436. So this is how we need to calculate, and the standard deviation values are given in the question. So here no need to go for calculating with the help of table. Directly the questions are, the values are given in the table. So let us see for the second question. Here they have given, you are given the following data, the variables given, x and the y variables, the mean, x mean is nothing but 47, y mean value is 96. Here they have not given standard deviation, but variance is there, that is 64 of x, and y variance is 81. Correlation coefficient is 0.36. We need to calculate the regression equation of x on y and y on x. See, when the variance values are given, we can able to calculate very easily standard deviation x and standard deviation y. Standard deviation is nothing but root of variance. So root of variance, here we can able to calculate standard deviation. So standard deviation x equals root of variance. The variance value for the x is given 64 and for the value of y is given 81. So square root of 64 is nothing but is, remove the square root for 81 is nothing but 9. Now the standard deviation x is 8, standard deviation y is 9. So in the same manner how we calculated, the same thing we'll have to substitute in the equation. So regression equation of x on y is x minus x bar equals dxy into y minus y bar. Therefore, x minus x bar equals, the regression coefficient of dxy is nothing but r into standard deviation x by standard deviation y into y minus y bar. Therefore, x minus, the mean value is 47 equals, this r value already given in the question, that is 0.36. 0.36 into 8 by 9 into y minus 96. Remove the brackets now. X minus 47 equals, simplify the values, 8 divided by 9 into 0.36. The value will be 0.32 into y minus 96. Therefore, x minus 47 equals, multiply 0.32 with y and 96. So plus into plus is plus, 0.32 into y is 0.32y. Plus into minus is minus, 0.32 into 96 is nothing but 30.72. Therefore, we are shifting this numbers minus 47 to the right side to see the equation. X equals 0.32y minus 30.72. This minus value will become plus. Therefore, x equals 16.28 plus 0.32y. So they have given to calculate the value of x, and the y value is 88. So we'll have to substitute the things, value of y in the first equation. X equals 16.28 plus 0.32 into y, the equation. Where there is y, we are substituting the value 88. Therefore, x equals 16.28 plus 0.32 into 88 is nothing but 28.16. Therefore, the value of x is 44.44. So this is the question itself. They have given to calculate only one equation, x on y, when the value of y is 88. So similarly, here also we have calculated only one equation. This is how we have to solve when the standard deviation values are given. So with this, we are going to end this session.